Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to have back with us Mrs.Devonia Alevsky from Cleveland, a shlucha. She shared with us some fascinating history and personal stories of both her and her dear husband, they had encounters with the Rebbetzin Chana. We have another story for you regarding incredible story about kosher. But before we do that, we always like to start off giving because how we give, that's how Hashem's going to give to us. Let's give generously, so Hashem will give us generously. I'm going to put some coins in the tzedakah box. Please join me from home. Tzedakah is also protection. Welcome back, Mrs. Alevsky. We are so honored to have you to share with us your incredible story that I heard before, but the audience didn't hear it. No one heard it. No, most people.
Can you hear me now? So I had the opportunity to cook for the Rebbetzin Chana, and the first meal I made for her was meatballs. And after we finished eating, she insisted that I eat with her because and so after I finished eating, I washed the dishes and I asked her where to dry them and put them away. And she pointed to a drawer in the kitchen. I opened the drawer and I pulled out a towel to dry the dishes. And Rebbetzin Chana said, this towel has a blue line on it, and that's why I use it for the dairy. And the next towel, see, has a red line on it, and that's what I use for meat. So I did that, but I thought to myself how nicely she didn't reprimand me for doing anything wrong because there wasn't anything wrong, but she just gently explained to me why she does it this way. And so when I told over the story, when I spoke to at different opportunities, one of the mothers of the young woman whose house she came to visit, the woman had a baby, and her mother came to visit, and her mother was holding a red knife, and she started to cut a piece of meat with it. And just as she started doing that, her daughter looked at her and she said, "Ma, I use the red for cheese. I don't use this red knife for meat." And then she realized that they really have to make it in a way that everyone who walks into the house might guess that a red is for meat and a blue is for dairy. And so I thought that was an important lesson. It's okay to use a clean towel for either one of them, but once you use it, it's not okay to keep it. And sometimes you might forget that you used it. So I just thought it was an important lesson. And so in our home, we do the blue for dairy and the red for meat. And so anyone that walks into the house will not make that mistake.
Thank you so much for sharing that story. It's a story that I'm so happy that I heard. I felt like I needed to hear this story, and I'll tell you a little bit later why. And I just wanted to ask you a question before you go. How do you think, since you knew the Rebbetzin personally, how do you think, like, for her Yahrtzeit, people can honor her? Like, what do you think they can do in her honor?
That's a very good question. When I when I meet people and I smile at them and talk to them and ask them how they're doing, I think of the Rebbetzin and how she made everyone feel so comfortable and yet, was very open with them in other ways. Like the story I told about my future husband and I going into her home when we got engaged, and she had no, she didn't, she expressed what she felt right away, didn't let it pass, but in such a nice way that we didn't take it personally. And so I think that's the lesson that I think we could all learn from her.
That's beautiful. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Correct.
Love that. So I hope everyone listening can really honor her holy soul. She was an incredible woman who gave us the most incredible gift, the Rebbe, and also the incredible teachings of her dear husband, Rebbe Leivik. And may we merit to see her with the coming of Mashiach. Thank you so much, Mrs. Alevsky, for this amazing part 1 and part 2 interviews. We're honored and humbled to have you.
Thank you for calling.